Kia ora ana. I'm Catherine George, Senior Advisor at Creative New Zealand. I'm going to talk to you about our emergency relief grant so you know who can apply and what information we're looking for. I'll also talk about how much is on offer and give you some quick tips on how to fill in the application form. So let's get started. It's important to know that the emergency relief grant is a contribution towards loss of income due to COVID-19. So if you're an artist or an arts practitioner who has lost income from arts activity between 1st of March to the 30th of June 2020, then you might be eligible for this grant. And it doesn't matter if you've never applied to Creative New Zealand before, if you meet the criteria, all good. Now, when we say arts practitioners, we mean all those people who are vital to making an arts project happen. So that could include administrators, organisers, community-based practitioners, stage managers, technicians, all of those roles that without them an arts project couldn't go ahead. Now, this grant is a top-up to the WINS wage subsidy to ensure you get $25 per hour for lost income. And this is the minimum hourly pay rate that we recommend in our Creative New Zealand guidelines for paying artists and practitioners fairly. So, the first key criteria for this grant is that you must have successfully applied for that WINS wage subsidy. So, how much can you get? This grant is paid at a flat rate and there are two payment options. Full-time artists can apply for a lump sum of $4,220.40 and part-time artists can apply for a lump sum of $1,800. So you don't need to show us how much you normally earn, we'll just look at what WINS has paid you. The second key point about this grant is that you must show that your main source of income is derived from arts practice. So there's a couple of ways you can show us. You can send us your CV, and that's an artistic CV, listing all your recent arts projects and arts employment. Now, don't worry about the appearance of your CV. We don't care about formatting or how fancy it looks. We're just interested in a list of your arts projects and the month and year you worked on it. Now, if you have your own website that lists that activity, you just send us that link. Or if your art has appeared on another website or social media like Facebook or Instagram, throw those links in there too. Okay, let's talk about the application form. You submit your application to us by email. Now, that's only for this grant. You don't go through our Creative New Zealand portal. The form is pretty straightforward, but there's an important note about the application process. If you miss something out from that form or if you forget an attachment, you'll receive an express decline email from us. But don't worry, you can still reapply. It's just due to the high volume of applications we're getting. We can't go back to each person to ask for that missing info. And please bear with us if you haven't heard back about your application. We've got a big volume to get through, so we're taking a little bit longer than we thought, but don't worry, we'll get to your application. Now, if you're unsure whether you can apply, go to our website, which is www.creativenz.govt.nz, and type in Emergency Relief Grant in the search bar to find out more about the art forms that we support. Or just drop us an email on COVID-19 response@creativenz.govt.nz. Now, I'll just show you the application form so you know what it looks like. So when you go to our website, you'll download this form, the Emergency Relief Grant application form. And you just have to scroll down to see what information we're asking. And you'll see that it's fairly straightforward. We're just asking for your name, ethnicity, contact details. You'll also see the different art forms that we support, so just tick one of them. So if you're a musician, you just have to put the cross in here. Now, some of you may have applied to Creative New Zealand before, so if you have, just put yes in that box over there. And some of you may have also applied to other government agencies for funding like New Zealand On Air or New Zealand Music Commission, so just put a yes in there as well. I know a lot of you are freelancers, so if you've done some contract work for one of our investment clients, just put yes as well. And if you're unsure, just drop us an email. So over here, you just tell us how much you received from WINS, and then you tick one of these two amounts to let us know which one you're applying for. Here's the bank account detail. Again, double check that bank account number and then check it one more time just to be safe. Then you scroll down to Part 3, Declaration. This is a legal document, so it's important that you read all of these terms so you understand what you're signing. Scroll to the very bottom and just type in your name and the current date. And that's that. Now, please, don't feel akomā or shy about asking or applying. You need to look after yourself and your whānau and put food on the table, and this grant can be a little contribution to help you out. Take care out there. Kia ora ana e kia manuia.